In Douglas County, leaders may soon set guidelines on how you can use your own property. We're talking about rural areas where people like to drive motorcycles and ATVs for recreation. Denver 7 reporter Mark Boyle is in Douglas County. Mark, people are pretty firm on both sides of this very heated issue.
That's right. People move to Douglas County and some of these rural areas because they like their land, whether it's because it's peaceful and serene or because they like to recreate on it. However, soon Douglas County commissioners could decide how you use that land, namely when it comes to motorsports. The wide open space. It's why a lot of people are moving to Douglas County. Randy Runyon now lives in the city, but he says he's needing more land so his 6-year-old son can continue to ride motocross.
We practice at my dad's house, but he's outgrown that, so my wife and I have talked about moving.
Here's his son riding in competition, but in order to keep up with the competition, Runyon says he needs a little bit bigger, better track. If a proposal passes later this month in Douglas County, motorsports usage on private land will be restricted.
If I want to ride or my son wants to ride on my property, we should be able to, and if, you know, the neighbor has a problem with it, they can come over and talk to me and we can work out a time that we can ride.
Here's what we're talking about. If you own some property like this in open fields, you can ride your motorcycles or ATVs around there. Across the street, though, you see a more professional looking track. The county says with this ordinance, you wouldn't be able to move more than 50 cubic yards of dirt for any one specific purpose for motorsports.
The question is, at what scale of facility does the county maybe need to consider additional land use regulations, because the impacts of those facilities, such as noise and grading.
Runyon says if passed, this could keep him and others from moving to the county.
There's a lot of kids that want to race and want to ride, and I think it's a family activity that should be encouraged and not discouraged.
For some perspective, 50 cubic yards is about 2 semi-loads. Now, if you'd like to weigh in, tomorrow night the meeting is at the Douglas County headquarters there on 3rd Street. The meeting starts at 5:30. You know, commissioners on this could vote as soon as February as to whether or not to allow it. We're live in Castle Rock. Mark Boyle, Denver 7.